Welcome back, viewers. You're watching the Savera and I'm Shifali. UN humanitarian officials have expressed deep concern over the worsening situation in Gaza, describing it as the collapse of its last remaining life sustaining the population. They have reported that amid ongoing hostilities, numerous UN aid depots have been destroyed, and that the residents of relief workers as well as the civilians seeking food have come under fire. These are even reports of starving individuals collapsing in the street. These alarming developments were shared through a news agency. Local health authorities have indicated that within the past 24 hours alone, more than a dozen children and adults have died from hunger. Hospitals are reportedly admitting patients suffering from severe exhaustion caused by the lack of food, according to the information provided by the United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs. The office further highlights ongoing reports on people being shot, killed or injured merely while attempting to find food. Food that is being allowed into Gaza in quantities far too insufficient to meet the need of the population. The Humanitarian Office has also relayed concerns that hospitals are overwhelmed, with some facilities facing critical shortage, including fuel shortages are placed key medical institutions such as the Nasser Medical Complex and the oxygen supply unit serving southern Gaza hospital are at risk of closure. UN facilities located at Deir el-Balah have reportedly been struck despite the fact that their locations have been shared with all relevant parties involved in the conflict. This was emphasized by humanitarian workers on the ground. The World Health Organization has confirmed that its operations have been severely compromised following the destruction of a warehouse situated within an evacuation zone, as well as an attack on a facility housing staff and their families. WHO officials noted that this attack reflects a broader pattern of systematic destruction targeting health facilities in the region. In response, the organization condemned the assault, calling urgently for the protection of their personnel and the immediate release of the detained staff member. George Modet da Silva, Executive Director of the United Nations Office for Project Services, reported that the UNOPS premises in Deir el-Balah suffered damage from shelling, which resulted in structural harm and the loss of power generated by both their generator and solar panels. This attack also left at the site without running water. He further noted that this is the same location where there was hit by tank fire earlier in March, an incident that tragically claimed the life of a UNOPS staffer. The Office of the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs have explained that terms monitoring population movements have been hindered and are currently unable to provide accurate reports on families displaced from Deir el-Balah. The affected population, including newly placed families, as well as those subjected to heavy bombardment and cut off by communication blackouts caused by damage to cables. According to OCHA, 88% of Gaza falls under displacement orders or lies within militarized zones controlled by Israeli forces. The remaining 12% is already severely overcrowded and lacks adequate services. Despite these challenges, the UN Central Hub for Humanitarian Operations remains in Deir el-Balah, with staff operating from multiple premises, all of which have shared their coordinations with the relevant party involving in the conflict, according to the office. That's all for now in this update. Stay tuned to the Savera, download the app and follow us on various social media platforms.